on, kids, it's time to roll. Tell everybody that you know. Watch the Good News Wednesday show. Good News Wednesday's finally here. Let's stand up and give a cheer. Watch the boredom disappear, 'cause Good News Wednesday's here.
It's Good News Wednesday. Welcome, everybody. This is your host, Karen Donovan, and we are looking forward to a great show on GNW tonight, designed to put a smile on your face and a little fun to get you through the rest of another difficult, stressful week. You know, this week we're reaching the end of the road for 2021 and moving quickly into 2022. And I thought, you know, as we exhale the old year, we inhale the new year. So tonight, you know what we're going to be talking about on the Strategies for a Happy Life. We're going to be talking about breathing. And I think that we've all had some pretty stressful experiences this year, both as individuals and as a collective group of people. Political and health-wise, we've not seen anything like 2021 in probably our lifetimes. And hopefully we won't again. But I thought about, how do we deal with stress? I mean, to me, on the one hand, you know, I don't know about you, but every year I watch the ball come down on New Year's Eve and I say, good riddance to the old year and welcome to the new year. But wait, not so fast. Think about this. If you don't learn the lessons that life has to teach you as you go through the year, then what good are those experiences? But not to learn from them and to have a chance to practice our performance, perfect our techniques, and become a better person, develop our values, develop the things that we want in our character, what our life is all about. So I thought, all right, we want to move on, of course, because you have to move on, but how do you get through the times that are so stressful? And up comes the answer. The book we're reading, and we've been talking about the last couple of weeks, The Happiness Trap. And we learned in that book that part of the whole problem with life in general is we think that we're supposed to be happy all the time. And when we're not, we think there's something wrong with us, right? Well, how do we deal with those times when we have stress in our lives? We have to get through it. We want to learn from it, but yet we have to survive during the entire situation. So in The Happiness Trap this week, our friend, the author, Mr. Russ Harris, talked about 10 deep breaths. Now, I'm sure you've heard this before. I'm sure your mother told you, you know, when you were getting upset or you were fighting with your brother or your sister or something, take a deep breath and just relax. Well, easy to say, but I have found that if I follow a little system or procedure that I learned in the happiness trap, it really does help. So, do you have a minute? Just a minute, and try it and see what you think. What you do is close your eyes or look down and, fix on a point on the floor. Don't look at me, okay? Because I'll distract you. Now, as you close your eyes, I want you to exhale. And then slowly, as you inhale, start thinking about what your breath feels like going in, what sensations in your body. Do you feel your stomach going in and out? Some people breathe like this, which in singing you're not supposed to do, but you're breathing and your breath is coming in, back in, and then slowly you're letting it out again. And as you do this in a as slow as you can, just let your mind be at rest. And if you are distracted with a thought, just pretend it's like a car driving by the outside of your house somewhere, and just let it pass by. Don't get engaged with the thought. But if you do, just acknowledge the thought and concentrate on your breath. In and out. And as you do that, there's a calmness that washes over you. And it's amazing. But if you try this maybe 2 or 3 times a day and just take the time to take those 10 deep breaths, you will be amazed. I started this last week, and I actually started to look forward to it several times a day. And if you're feeling stressed out, just take a few minutes. And even if you can't fit 10 breaths in, maybe you can fit 5, maybe you can fit 2. And it's amazing the calmness that comes over you. And as you do it, sometimes there will be that thought in your mind about what's going on around you. Oh yeah, well, I can't do that right now because, right? Just acknowledge that thought silently and say, thinking, and let it pass. You're not going to control the thought, but you're just going to concentrate on your breathing. And as you do that, you will become more able to exhale the old, and then with cautious optimism, inhale the new. And that's a metaphor for exhaling the old year slowly and inhaling the new year. And we wish you a very wonderful, peaceful, and healthy new year. And that's Strategies for a Happy Life this week. And now let's talk about breathing in some songs. Inspiration for you. All right. So our musicologist has assisted me again in coming up with several topics that have to do with breathing. And the first one that comes to mind is kind of one that a couple of people mentioned, and it was the runner-up song. And it's by the Police, and it's called Every Breath You Take. Now, this one might not cause that peaceful, calming feeling because the words of the song are every breath you take, every move you make, every bond you break, every step you take, I'll be watching you. And then that doesn't really instill a feeling of that peaceful calmness that we were just talking about when we were having our breathing techniques. The second song is a song that you all probably know by the Hollies, and it's called All I Need Is the Air That I Breathe. And that pretty much says it all. That is a very poignant song, and all I need is the air that I breathe to love you. All I need is the air that I breathe. Okay, so they're looking at it from the point of view of just that one breath is the most important, and then they can focus on something of the greatest importance to them. And the winner this week, and I don't know if you know how our little music contest works, but every Monday morning we send our Monday morning wake up blog, and in there's musical inspiration, and you can tell me which song inspires you. And this week, the most voted on song was Breathe by Faith Hill. And that is a very, very, very nice song that I've always enjoyed. There's no need for words right now because I can feel you breathe. Just breathe. And it's all about that singular item, focusing on breathing, because obviously that's what we need to make us stay alive. So I hope that you get a chance to listen to those songs. I'll put the links to the songs in our blog. And if you'd like to have a listen, please do so and get inspired by a little music this week. And now on to a burning question that several people have had. So this week, several people have come down, unfortunately, with a positive COVID test. And questions have gone around about how to protect your lungs from the ill effects of the coronavirus. And I came across a great article that I'd like to share with you about 5 ways to help your lungs stay healthy. Now, of course, you know, we've been talking about breathing tonight, so this is very apropos. And there's some cool things that I didn't really know about, so I'd like to share them with you. First of all, did you know that zinc lozenges are very, very helpful to your respiratory tract? As a matter of fact, there was a study done in Spain, and it showed that people had 76% less likely to suffer from serious COVID complications by having high zinc levels. Yeah, I think we've probably heard about that before, but this is a little different. This is a zinc lozenge, and just every day, take a 50 milligram zinc lozenge and let it dissolve in your throat. That's number 1. Number 2, we talked about this already. So if you were listening in the beginning of the show, you already know number 2. It's breathe in through your nose. Now, when you breathe in through your nose, as opposed to breathing from your mouth, the nitrous oxide from your system actually increases oxygen levels in your blood, and this has like a lot of really cool antiviral properties. So remember to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth, as your music teacher always told you. Now, third cool thing, eat an apple. Eat an apple a day. keeps the doctor away. They've always said that. And there's biflavonoids in the apple that are also very, very good for the respiratory tract and the airways. If you get a cough, try, I never tried this before, but I am going to try it. Ivy leaf extract. It slows down lung infection, and it's shown to be as effective as like other cough medications, as even drugs, RX, ones that require prescription. So I'm going to try that. Ivy leaf extract. And last but not least, take a long shower. The mucous membranes benefit from the humidity. So take a long shower, and that will help you from the viruses penetrating your lungs. So if you did some of those things already and you have been well, then quite possibly you're doing the right things. So that's and these things can all be done at home. And our question and answer is about real estate. So the real estate corner tonight covered things you can do at home, 5 things you can do at home to protect your lungs. So there. And now on to our next topic, which I'm sure you've all been waiting for. Does this type of program inspire you? If so, you will also want to ask for a free copy of our Monday morning wake-up call. The way you can do that is by sending me an email at karen@homesbydonovan.com, which is also on the scrolling bar at the bottom of your screen. When you send me a request, I will send you out your free Monday morning wake-up call newsletter, and it comes to you in your inbox every Monday without fail. And it inspires, hopefully, the beginning of your week. And then we continue through on Wednesday to get you through the rest of your week. Why did we start the show in the first place? Why did we start the show? We started this show to help people feel a little bit better when the pandemic started in February of 2020, and we've been going strong since then, so almost 2 years. And we have gotten some great responses, comments, and hopefully helped a few people along the way, and we love to continue that. So now on to our trivia question, which there is a free entry form in our Monday morning newsletter. That's how I happened to mention that in the first place. And basically, if you have your entry form, you can let me know just how smart you are. Because tonight, our question, which was also in our Monday morning wake up, is about breathing. And the question is which animal can hold its breath the longest? A, shark, B, turtle, C, manatee, or D, whale? Now, you might have a tendency to think it is maybe a whale. I don't know. And whales, it's true. Whales can hold their breath for quite a while. I hear tell that the whale can hold its breath for about an hour to an hour and a half while they go down, 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 down into the ocean. 10,000 feet. Okay, and that's really a feat for a mammal, but it is not the correct answer. Neither is a shark, and neither is a manatee. So that leaves us with the turtle, and it's the loggerhead turtle who can hold his breath as far as we know on our research, the longest underwater. It can actually it can actually go for well, there's two things, and I'm going to read this to you so I don't mess it up. It can hold its breath for up to 10 hours. But the reason why is because it slows its breathing down. Okay, I wish we could do that. So anyway, the answer is, as I said, B, turtle. So if you guessed that one, you are quite intelligent. Now, I have a couple of other tidbits of information to share with you before we conclude for the evening. Now, you know that human beings are known to, normally be able to hold their breath for like a couple of minutes. That's not the thing that we've worked on in our evolution. But there was this guy by the name of Alex Segura Vendrell from Barcelona, Spain, and he held his breath. I don't know how he did it, for a little over 24 minutes. Holy mackerel. I don't know how he did it, but he must have practiced. But I wouldn't want to practice that. Anyway, we hope that 2022 will be the year where you can exhale the old while learning from your experiences, but cautiously and optimistically inhale the new 2022. We wish you health, happiness, and until next time, make it a great week. Bye-bye. Happy New Year.
It's the Good News Wednesday show. Come on, kids, it's time to roll. Tell everybody that you know. Watch the Good News Wednesday show. Good News Wednesday.